Okay. So it looks like we are going. But, okay. Okay. So, it just maybe half an hour ago, I decided to say something about the Charlie Kirk assassination. And I guess the reason why I wanted to talk about this, given that I'm sort of interested in why, men and women aren't getting along. I'm more interested in that than I am in politics. I mean, at least for these commentary videos that I'm making, maybe not in general, but for these commentary videos, I'm more focused on like the modern dating discourse. But Charlie Kirk overlaps with that. Not only has he been on, the Whatever podcast, which is kind of what I kind of got me interested in this whole like debate scene, sort of, at least recently. Yeah, my goal. Okay, anyway. So he has been involved in that discourse that I'm interested in. So that's one reason. And then I guess another reason why I'm interested in it is because, or why I'm talking about it is because I think this is sort of like I wanted to say turning point, but let's use a different word. This is a, I don't know, watershed moment, an important moment, I think, in history, specific to this, I guess, divide that we're seeing between men and women in 2025. So I pulled up this is what Michael Johnson is Speaker of the House. I haven't watched this yet. I pulled up this, and then also, I guess, who did this? New York Post put together some of his debate moments. And I just want to sort of see what they say and react along with it, respectfully. I'll just say one thing before I start watching. I wasn't, like, Charlie Kirk didn't, the reason why I don't know a lot about Charlie Kirk is because every time I heard him speak, he seemed like reasonable, he seemed religious, like if you're a religious person, or if you're a Christian, then, he speaks for you, and it kind of ended there. He didn't seem, as far as I know, and I'm not an expert, he didn't say anything overwhelmingly controversial, and maybe I'll be proven wrong, but everything that I ever saw him say was basically like, we forgive you, come to the church. It doesn't seem like a problem to me. So, all right, let's see what these guys have to say about him.
House Speaker Mike Johnson joins me now. So, Speaker, I mean, there was an opportunity to have a prayer on the House floor today. It didn't even happen. There was just yelling and screaming. I mean, what's this country come to?
It was a sad day on Capitol Hill. It was, Jesse. We're all still kind of in shock. I mean, there are many Republican members in Congress who are friends with Charlie. He was a good friend of mine. I mean, he was a man of deep faith, as you know. He and I talked about that a lot. He was a man of deep conviction. I mean, I think he brought more productive content to the free marketplace of ideas than anybody in his generation. He was a singular talent. He'll be greatly missed, and it doesn't even seem real tonight, honestly. But the mood in Congress today was something unlike I haven't seen since that shooting that involved the congressional members on the baseball field that Ron DeSantis was just referring to. I mean, a really somber mood and hard to describe, really. I led the chamber in a moment of prayer and quiet reflection, which is the custom in the House. And then a motion was made on the floor to have a vocal prayer, and it turned into an argument. That's where our politics are in the country right now.
I wish I knew what the argument was about.
We have got to turn the heat down a little bit. We got to
Agreed.
have civil discourse. The great tragic irony about this, one of the tragedies, is that Charlie represented that, the best of it. I mean,
Yeah, that's my understanding too. I didn't see Charlie Kirk as somebody who was like inciting violence or anything like that. So to respond to this with violence, to respond to him with violence, to respond to that with violence, it doesn't seem like the right thing to do in his name.
he's the guy that was the champion out on the front lines having the debate. But he loved on the people that disagreed with him, right?
Yeah, he loved
he didn't
it.
regard them as enemies.
That's my impression of him.
That was the whole point. He loved it, and he loved the debate. He loved the exchange, and he loved the people that were on the other side of the table. And that's what's so important for us to remember. We shouldn't regard one another as enemies. We're fellow Americans, and we should have vigorous debate. But it cannot lead to political violence. It's just too much.
As sharp as his tongue was, and it was sharp, he had such a gentle soul, and he embraced his political opponents, if you can call them that, like they were his brother, they were his sister. They could have it out and ask each other questions.
Again, this is certainly my understanding. When I first heard the news yesterday, before we knew that, that he didn't make it, when I heard the news yesterday, I just thought, why that, what? That guy said, I never saw him say anything about violence. I never saw him say anything that was, obviously racist or sexist. I saw him say things that you could say, hey, look, this is rooted in something that you're not focusing on. But that is not the same thing as being, racist or... it's not. It's a different intention, which we've been ignoring a lot on the left. We've been ignoring intention, and we've just been focusing on effect. And I understand that strategy, but I think, just thinking about his legacy, it's sort of an opportunity to reflect on somebody's intention, because I don't think he had bad intentions at all, even if the effect of some of the things that he said were rooted in historic I don't even know if I want to criticize him at all right now. I think I want to hold off on that. It just doesn't seem appropriate. So I'm not saying that you can't criticize anything he says. Obviously he made his life as a debater, so everything he says is up for evaluation. But I don't think I want to make this video about that. The only thing I want to focus on for this video is that I do believe his intentions were benevolent. Actually gonna stop because I have to, but I will